So this video is for our Skinfold testing. We use the Durnin and Wormsley protocol for this one. So the 4 sites we use were the tricep, the bicep, the subscap, and a suprailiac. We've already conducted the test and taken the measurements, so for this video, just to make it a bit quicker, we're just going to run through how we got our measurements. So the equipment that we used, how we found each site, and how we measured each site. Awesome, so before we start, I'm just going to run you through what equipment we used. So first we've got our Skinfold calipers, we've got a measuring tape, and we've got our marker just to mark our sites. Cool, so for each of the sites, the way that we measured, we first pinched the skin once we found the site, so 3 centimeters away from our thumb and our index finger, 3 centimeters, and we're just looking to pinch the fat and the skin and try and avoid trying to grab the muscle, and then we applied our calipers to it. So we held the calipers in place for 2 seconds, recorded and took 3 measurements for each site. For the tricep and the bicep, we did vertical folds, and for the subscap and suprailiac, we took a diagonal fold. This was our client here, so just measuring her body fat. So the first site that we started with was the tricep. So what we did was we measured from the acromion to the elbow, and we measured halfway through there. So we got to that point, and we're trying to find the most posterior part of the arm. So we marked that point, and we were able to measure there from there. From there we measured the bicep, which was our second site. So we used the tape to track around. Then we got to this point, we got the client to hold her arm up 45 degrees, found the thickest point of the bicep and found the most anterior part of the bicep and marked the point there. Cool, and so for the third site that we used, we did in the subscap. So what we did was we felt out the most bony part of the subscap. Unfortunately I wasn't able to find it from first move, so we moved the arm back, made it a lot easier to find. We found that point, and then we measured 2 centimeters from there on a 45 degree angle and got that site there, and we were able to measure that. So for this one we did a diagonal fold, which was different from the other ones where we used vertical fold. So our fourth and final site was the suprailiac site. So what we did was we found the iliac crest, and then we located that and measured 2.5 centimeters horizontal to get that site there. Again, this was a diagonal fold for this one, so we measured that and did 3 times, and we got our measurements.